I think we're up.
I have no idea. I don't see it yet. Oh, there we are. Oh my God, I'm making such a sour face. Oh, we got one person watching, so.
Oh, thanks.
Hey,
we love you.
Oh my God, I have to mute myself. Jesus.
I'm just afraid my Zoom is going to freeze and I'll be making some like atrocious face, like, like.
God, I hope so.
That did happen to you.
It'll get us ratings.
Well, we'll let the room fill for a second.
Oh yeah, we got.
How's everybody doing?
I'm well. How are you, Liberty?
I'm just basking in the glow of my two co-stars here. I mean, you guys, of course.
Thanks.
Nikki and Donna and Stefan and Ben. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Chilling.
You look a little cold. That's why you've got your Blonde Ambition tour jacket on.
Yes, well, I'm just feeling cozy. It's fall, so fall girl got to do what
Not
a fall girl
yet. Not yet.
Oh, darling, it never happens in Texas. There is no fall here.
The leaves come off the trees in Texas.
Yes, and then everything just looks sad, but not in a nice way. We get like 1 day of cold and then 3 days of hot, and then
yes, but no, I wanted to go live one last time for summer of 2023. So here we are.
Yeah, it's so weird though. I can never think of September as summer, even though I know a lot of folks do. To me, it's fall, even though it's just because I'm in school. So like my brain is my calendar brain.
Teacher brain.
So.
Yeah, I hear you. Shall we kick off officially? Do we have enough people in the room?
We have 13 people watching.
Lucky 13
from Australia.
Hello. Oh, really?
Which is appropriate that Australia's in the house with all these Girly Show live down under backdrops.
Yes. Oh, it's Greg. It's Greg versus Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Matt tonight.
Matt from Australia. Hello, Matt from Australia. We were just chatting about how expensive vintage tour posters are for Madonna. So if you've got any early 80s Madonna posters and want to get some money, try selling them, because they were like $500 for a poster. I'm like, well, I could pay myself back for a tour ticket.
That's pretty much the market for vintage posters. I learned that this weekend at a book art fair, and there was a vintage poster vendor, and none of the posters were under $300.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they were for like art shows from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but it was like super cool stuff, like a Mapplethorpe show from 1985. And in my head, I was like, I would love to have that, but the poster was $1,200. So the answer was no. Oh
my God. Wow. I wonder what I can get for all of my Madonna posters are so worn because I've had them on my walls and I've just like put tape and tape and tape and tape. I mean, they're like, if people don't mind tape on the edges, then
I thought you were going to say that you had used them as prayer mats.
You just need to market them the right way. You market them like the reinforced edges.
Yes.
Unlike mine, which they have been thumbtacked so many times.
I think I've done some thumbtacks. I think I stopped doing thumbtacks, but all of them, there's so many of them are very well loved posters.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm not going to get no $500 for them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, kick off, Liberty. Kick off.
Hey, everybody, it's Liberty.
Well, we're back. It's Ben.
Hey, everybody, it's Stefan. Welcome to another episode of MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica, Ciccone. We are a week away from the event that has been taking up way too much of my personal time. The Girly Show 30th anniversary reunion is coming up in exactly a week, and we are so excited to be able to offer this to the fans. We've gotten a really great response online. Everyone's sending lovely messages, and the cast is reposting, and they're super excited. I mean, I was thrilled that Carrie Ann went on live with Kelly and Mark and talked about the event. I was like, okay,
That is amazing.
I love that.
And I love that she asked them, will you be there? And Kelly's like, uh-huh.
I tweeted to Kelly Ripa. I was like, hey, if you want a ticket, we'd love to have you.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I mean, she would have to pay for a ticket because Kelly Ripa's got money. So
yeah, of course.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking, Mark, who, what? It took me like a minute to register. Oh yeah, Regis isn't on there anymore.
Oh my God.
I get you. I still say that. Yeah.
Well, it was Kelly and Ryan, right? It was Ryan
For a while.
Seacrest.
You're asking the wrong person.
She's gone through like a couple hosts after. I don't pay. I don't watch the show, but we'd love to have her on anyway if she wanted to come on. But yeah, other than we have an agenda for this week in Ciccone, but we thought we'd do a little bit of Q&A on the Girly Show 30th anniversary reunion. There's been a couple questions, and if you haven't seen my reel on our Instagram account, it's okay. The event is going to be happening, just so everyone knows. The event is going to be happening live. It's a live event. It's a virtual event. It's happening on Zoom. If you want to purchase a ticket, you go to Eventbrite, and I have the link in the podcast bio. Every story I post the link, and you purchase a ticket, and then Eventbrite will, at the time of the event, the event will turn over to live, and you can I think there's two ways that you can access the event. You can either go to the event page on Eventbrite, and you will be able to access it by, I think it says access event, and then you just click the button and you'll be able to do that. Or Liberty, I think you said they sent you a ticket as well, correct?
Right. Yes. I mean, I actually saw a link. It said, I think it was Eventbrite or something. I clicked that in my email, and that's what and then when you're in that, make sure you're signed into Eventbrite, and then there'll be a small button there.
So super easy.
Yes, it's very user friendly. And thank you so much for kind of explaining how this will work, because you don't want to miss it. You are not going to want to miss this. It's going to be so much fun. And the best thing about it for me is that they're all excited about it. Yeah. I cannot wait, because this will be the first time that they've been all together since, right? I
believe so. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to ask them that. I think each of them have had sort of like, they've gotten together in little clusters here or there since then, but I don't think as a group all together, they've been all together. I mean, sadly, we had grand plans last year. Christopher Childers and I were talking about putting a reunion together, and we had grandiose ideas of doing an in-person sit-down event with, a fan meet and greet, and Donna and Nikki singing, and they were thinking about choreographing a number to one of the songs. I mean, we had like grandiose plans, but life gets in the way and things, happen. And so instead of not doing anything, I had suggested to Christopher Childers and Carrie Ann, I said, we have to commemorate this. We have to do something. Like 30th anniversary of this tour is a big deal. And it's, the Girly Show didn't get a documentary, so it's not like we have sort of something like that to sort of remember the show. And I just thought we should get them all back together and appreciate the love that they gave us with that show. And and so a virtual get together was what we came up with, and I was thrilled that as many of them are able to participate as possible, like through scheduling. It doesn't work for everybody, but for the most part, people have messaged me saying, "What, WTF, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, I have to work." And I'm like, well, everyone's in different time zones around the world, and that was the best time that all of them could do it. So, the best thing we could do is make it available so the guests of honor can be there. And then for anyone who's not able to attend the live, and I know that there's a bunch of people, please buy your ticket and then you'll be able to watch the recording after the fact. We will be reaching out to you to let you know when you'll be able to watch it. I don't know if I will be able to get it up within the same day, but don't worry. We will make sure that you can watch the recording.
Yeah.
And it's worth mentioning to people that you don't have to join or be a member of Eventbrite to use it, to get tickets for this, and then to get any sort of further communications. Once you buy a ticket from Eventbrite, you get all reminders and communications from the vendor. Yeah, like in the poetry world, we use Eventbrite all the time. Lots of people do not have Eventbrite accounts. It works just fine. You know, there's a couple of journals that use the same format that we're using for this, and they have 150 people show up to listen to poets read poetry at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday night. So it works.
Yeah. I just mentioned that I logged in because it prompted me. I happen to have an Eventbrite account already, so that's why
I do too, because it's easier, because then you can get them on your phone. Like, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the poetry stuff, if I'm like, it's a webinar, I'm just gonna listen to it. Like, I just listen on my phone, and so it's easier to have.
So you can download the app and watch the event on your phone as well.
Oh yeah, because if you have, you don't even need Eventbrite to watch it on your phone.
Oh right, it can just be on Zoom.
Yeah, you'll be able to watch it on your phone and listen if you're like at the gym after work, or you know, you're laying in bed in London and you're like, I just want to be in bed on Monday night at what time would that be in London?
That sounds lovely.
9 o'clock. So let's say you're in Berlin, it'll be 10 o'clock. Oh my God, I am not good at math.
I don't ask Liberty. She does not know the time zone.
But
she doesn't even know what time zone she's in.
She doesn't. It's okay. I mean, she's looking fabulous. Time zone. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you should do a song called that. I'm in my own time zone.
That is a really good idea. It's copyright. Don't use it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like, the way it's all going to be set up will facilitate people interacting with it in the most suitable personal fashion, which is great.
Right. So really as an attendee of the event, you will be able to ask a question. There's a little Q&A box that you can pose a question. Behave yourselves.
Behave yourselves, or you will
behave yourselves, or you're getting kicked out. No. Well, you'll get muted.
Listen,
you'll get muted.
What was the character that she did in Truth or Dare? Oh my God, when she came out in the little jacket and she was like, and they were like, Rhythm Nation Janet Jackson, and she was like,
oh, Miss Crabtree.
Miss Crabtree. Yes, Miss Crabtree will be monitoring the Q&A next Monday, so be ready.
Bite your tongue. Just behave yourselves. Ask respectable questions, people, please. But you can pose a question in the chat, and Ben will be doing his wonderful moderation of those questions. And we're not going to be able to ask everyone, but we will do our best to ask as many of the questions that you pose as possible. So think of some interesting questions. Put your mind in the world of the Girly Show, and think of as Madonna's scratching my head.
She looks like she's Jedi mind.
It does. It's like she's trying to grab my head. Leave as much hair as possible, Madonna. Come on. I'm super excited to have them all there. Everyone that I've been emailing with over the last couple of months has been super excited about it, and it should be a good time. Personally, I don't even know if we're going to have time for questions, because I think they're all just going to be chatting. I think they're just going to be so excited to be together in a room for the first time in a long time that I think they're all just going to be chatting. So you listeners and myself and Ben and Liberty will all just be tuning in to watch them talk. We know that you're not there for us, so don't worry.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a very cookout vibe.
Yeah, around the campfire. I mean, unfortunately I won't be able to join live. I'll have to be after the fact, but I promise I'm gonna like channel my questions, so then they just like start talking about them. I'm very good at telepathy.
Well, you can just text me a question.
I could, but I want to give the listeners, the those who are live and those who have the opportunity to, if they've got those good questions. I sat and rewatched the whole tour, and I just really sort of went into a headspace of what are the things I would love to know. And rewatching the show is just, it's so hypnotizing. It's just such an amazing, and to imagine the time, I can't get over it. I just can't believe it's been 30 years, but I also can't believe the way things were then and how it feels timeless, and it feels like it could be today. It could be now, I just love it.
Well, one of the things I noticed, because I've been rewatching it multiple times just so I can watch different things as opposed to always watching her. And it's amazing how sort of like there's a goofiness that she has to that show. There's so many moments of her being silly and playful, and it's interesting to see how she's evolved as a performer since that show, because Drowned World Tour was very opposite of that. It was very sort of like stoic and serious, and I mean there was the occasional moment, but I think the silliest moment we got was obviously the silly song, but then in Drowned World Tour you also got maybe like Beautiful Stranger, but in Girly Show, I mean, just from like a virgin to, I'm blanking all the moments, but like there's so many moments where she's just like running around aimlessly, like being silly and goofy, and
the playfulness with the band, that part. Just so like free. And that's one of the parts of Madonna's performance overall that I love, just like in Confessions Tour during Let It Will Be, when she just wild. Those things she is hypnotizing to watch. She has such a pull. And this tour specifically, Girly Show, it has so much more playfulness than I think Blonde Ambition. Blonde Ambition has such a boss, even though there's the the mermaid segment and things like that, but there's so much more softness. It's a little softer in a lot of ways, even though the erotica era is kind of famous for being
and the drumming that she had taken in the press, and yet she goes on a tour and she seems happier than she's seen in a really long time.
Right.
And things, during rehearsals, Body of Evidence comes out and stuff like that, right? Like, so there's like all this like negativity that could have. It's interesting, Stefan, that you compared it. Your comparison was to Drowned World, which is one of my favorites, because to me, that feels like an art installation that just traveled. It doesn't even feel like a tour. That was like an art installation that traveled for 4 months through Europe and the US. And so it was like very serious and thoughtful and really interrogating a lot of ideas. Whereas the Girly Show just felt like old school Hollywood entertainment. It's not for nothing that she had asked Gene Kelly to choreograph, right? Like it was going for that big vaudeville energy. Somebody in the comments just mentioned the band. Like, honestly, that live,
they're fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, that's also one of the things I'm so joyful about, is that in addition to the dancers and Nikki and Donna, that we actually get to have some of the members of the band. We've never spoken to any band members on the podcast before, and to be able to have Michael Bearden and Mike McKnight and Paul Pesco on the show. I mean, they are legendary musicians, and I'm so excited that so I shouldn't say, I'm hopeful that they're able to join. I think Michael Bearden is performing with Gaga in Vegas, and he might be traveling at the time. And I think Mike McKnight is also working, and he might be on a flight. So they've said they will be able to join. I'm fingers crossed that they can. But
if they're on a private flight and it has Wi-Fi, they live different lives than we do.
Very true. Very true.
Indeed.
No, I'm excited if Mike McKnight can join us. Like, personally, I would have so many questions that I know we're not going to have time for, but oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, and like Paul Pesco, who
Oh,
plays the guitar, and I didn't realize he was on Virgin Tour with her, and
yes,
then
yes.
he's the one with the very long, beautiful hair playing during La
Mhm.
Isla Bonita, and
Man.
like he's shirtless and beautiful, and I'm like, oh my god, like it's just so wonderful to hear that, like to see these stories of these people and be able to talk to them, and hear about their experiences during this tour is going to be fantastic.
Yep, definitely.
So get your tickets. It's not too late. You've got a week. Go to Eventbrite. Link is in our podcast bio. It's on every story and post that I've been posting anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Threads. It's all over the place. So if you can't find the link, hit us up. But it's out there, and get your ticket. It's not too late. If you're listening to this after September 25th, 2023, then it's too late. But for those of us listening to it live and the next couple of days, you can still get your ticket. We've had a couple weeks off, if you hadn't noticed, since our Body of Evidence episode. We took a little holiday because we needed a summer break.
Well, we had to go scrape off the hot wax.
I had to get my nipple clamp surgically.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have a couple of spots. Oy.
But yeah, Our Lady Madonna has been busy prepping for her upcoming world tour. And we wanted to have a little chat about all things Madonna.
You know she'll take you there.
That's right. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little This Week in Ciccone. So Madonna has been very skint on her posts on Instagram. I don't know if she's teasing us on purpose or if she just has decided, you know what, after my hospital scare, life is too important to be posting incessantly on Instagram. Whatever her case may be, she's not giving it up a lot this year, and we get very infrequent posts. Recently, she did post a little bit of some, as she said, rehearsal dump, and the one thing I noticed, there were multiple things in there. She looked like she's rehearsing. I wonder if those pictures were taken before the hospital or after the hospital. And she likes to mix it up and not let us know when things are happening. But I think I saw a chair in there. And of course, people were like, keep it together. Open your heart. They're jumping all over any little morsel we can get. But the one glaring thing that I wanted to hone in on was, of course, the thing that everyone was freaking out about on that post, the knee brace. I loved Ben's. I love Ben. What was your exact words? I don't want to misphrase you, but I think your mother watched that knee or something.
Mother watched. But listen, I'm somebody who goes out now after 2 knee surgeries and runs twice a week. And what is my favorite accessory for that activity? My beloved
a bra.
knee brace.
Oh, sorry.
I do not wear a bra. I let the tatas shake and quake. But
that's what's carrying you down the run.
Right.
It's the gravity of those vivacious tatas.
That creates like a natural resistance wave. And so I have to work even harder to hit an 8.5 minute pace. So it's good that she's wearing it and she's letting you see that she's wearing it, because she's saying, I'm taking care.
Yeah. That's bravery. We know that she's going to show us that, at least. And again, there's not really any clarity about when the pictures were taken, so we can't for sure say that these are in the now or they're for this moment. The thing is when Madame X tour was in the weeds, so to speak, right, just in the development, and they were rehearsing, there were so many posts. I mean, post after post after post. This time we're feeling a little starved, or at least I am. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just sitting here wondering. I'm twiddling my thumbs and just, I don't know if it's like anxiety or if it's excitement, maybe a little of both, but I can't wait to see like all of the surprises. I'm guessing that if there's just no leaks, nothing coming out, we can't even suppose of course a chair could be anything, and people want to relate it to things that they know, but this is her specialty, mystery. So
it used to be.
Well, about this, maybe she's returning to form. About
it used to be her playground, and I'd like to see her go back to it. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a step in the right direction for her, just to keep a little held back and let us guess and let us wonder and let us speculate, because that's half the fun. Once the tour starts, there's no stopping those spoilers. None, at least I definitely won't even bother avoiding, because my show's not even till April. So listen, honey, I'm gonna be clicking all them YouTube videos. I'm gonna be checking all the links. I'm gonna be scrolling all the sites.
So I was gonna ask y'all. So as a Madonna podcast, and since Liberty and I aren't able to attend opening night now, I kind of feel like I'm going to have to spoil it for myself just so I can know what the F is going on, because I'm going to be interviewing people who are seeing the shows. And so we will have firsthand accounts. It won't be ours because our shows aren't for a while yet, but we will do our best to bring you all man on the street or woman on the street, person on the street interviews from attending the shows. And I'm gonna spoil it for myself. I can't wait. I feel like I've waited so long already. I don't want to wait anymore. And if it's bad video, that's fine. I don't
but it's not bad video. I mean, I literally have watched every stop of Beyonce's tour on YouTube.
Oh, true.
Like, and you think that's not going to happen with this tour?
I wanted to. I wanna be able to see what's happening.
People are filming in 4K now. Don't worry.
I want to know like how many battery packs or extra phones they're taking with them to achieve that, because that's kind of crazy.
Well, exactly. So for anybody listening to this, whoever's seeing the show in London, we won't be able to be there. So I want some live feeds. I want to be able to watch it on the 14th from home, so I can adequately talk about it with the guests that we have lined up for afterwards. So please throw us a bone if you can. We'll greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
Tag us. If you're posting stuff on social, tag us. We'll repost you. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah,
but I'm super excited. I think the thing I'm most excited about is in like 26 days, she can't hide anymore. Like that's the thing I love. She's so secretive all this time. And she's like, I'm not revealing anything. And then the tour opens, and then it's like, I know it's the point of the tour is so that way she can do what she's been working on, but I almost feel like we as fans win. Like suddenly we're like, ha, see, Madonna, you can't hide anymore. We found out what you're doing. It's like this victory, like I celebrate. I know it's just sad. It's
right.
But I think it's just, I'm just so euphoric that we finally get to know what she's been working on. And it's like, we'll know the set list. We'll know the costumes.
Right.
We'll know what the arrangement sounds like. Thank God, like it's finally.
But it doesn't get old anyways. Like even the next day you're like, okay, let me research some more. Cause I really want to know, like that minute after, I don't know, that minute after Like a Prayer. Okay, but wait, did I see, because I will watch like different angles. I'll watch different, some people, like it'll be the same people posting all of the things that they took. And we are not going to be, well, as far as we know, refrained from, imprisoned from our phones, so to speak, or kept apart from our phones. I guess that will be back in the mix, unlike Madame X. So we'll see a lot, and it won't be just what she wants us to see. It'll be everything. So
Oh, well, and I love that. I love that we'll be able to see fan footage again, because I think that's one of my most favorite things because you just get to see her perform. It's one shot from one angle. It's not this hyper kinetic, crazy editing, flashing all over the slow-mo and fast sped up. And it's like, it's her. It's not filtered. It's not it's not washed out. It's just her. I can't wait to see what she looks like. I'm dying to know the looks then and the costumes and like what she's going to do. And I'm just so excited. I'm fine. It's like we were supposed to know already, and it got pushed. So I'm glad that it's finally coming out. Oh, so on that, so today Pop Leaks tweeted that Madonna will release a new single to promote the Celebration tour. So we've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. Yeah, we've been saying this for months. Of course, that's what she's going to do. Thank you, Pop Leaks, for stating what we already know. But I'm hoping that is sort of the confirmation that, yes, she really is going to finally release one of the many songs we've been theorizing she's been working on for who knows how many months. Hopefully, it would be great if it was like the Max Martin song. I'm assuming that that's probably the song it's going to be, because if Max Martin had said, if you liked Madonna's 80s music, then you're going to like this song. That would just be appropriate for a greatest hits show to have a 80s tinged new Madonna song.
Yeah.
And I sure hope she puts it on the set list. Even if it's not a greatest hit, I would love to hear Madonna do a new song on.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's a given.
Well, and the reason why I think she will is because then she can film the video using the live footage, and it'll just be footage from the show, very similar to how she did Holiday or Like a Virgin from the Blonde Ambition tour. It'll just be footage from the show, and that's what the video will be.
As long as it's not miles away.
Miles away. The footage is from miles away.
That video. No.
Oh, that video. Yeah, that was.
No.
Now I see where you were going with that. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
she just picks and chooses only footage that's shot from miles away.
No.
No, agreed. And
No.
I would also like, listen, I love a fall Madonna. I love a fall Madonna record. I love when things come out in the fall for her, because I just think for whatever reason, they're very successful. You know, I think of music, for example.
Which I think today it was
Is
the
it?
album. I think
23rd
today is
anniversary.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I did read that.
music. You know, so get your
Mhm.
cowboy hats on after this.
Ooh, I can't wait to see. You know what else I can't wait to see? How the fans dress. I cannot wait to see like all of the looks and the costumes and people how far they go. And I'm just
Because people have been stepping it up. I mean,
definitely
people used to dress up. I remember when I went to Drown World Tour and I dressed up as the Impressive Instant look, and
Mhm.
people in Philadelphia were like eyeing me up and down, like walking around the venue before the show started. And I could see them being like, why is he dressed like this? And in my head, I'm just like, they'll know. When she comes out, then they'll know. But now, like, if you're not dressed up, it's like,
Yeah.
if anything, at least wear like something Madonna oriented, you know,
For sure.
if not a t-shirt.
Speaking of which, I have to find my square cut to exist tank top for Monday.
Yes, you do.
I know. Because
Mhm.
it's part of my Girly Show dancer costume that I was gonna wear to
You
celebrate.
give me fever.
Well, it's the everybody costume where they're
Oh
all in,
yeah,
like, the
yeah,
denim
that's true. I was
cutoffs
gonna say
and the white
the
tank
fever
tops.
outfit, you would be shirtless. So
Which no, I'm not doing that to Donna and Nikki or
Please
any
don't.
of our esteemed guests.
no, please don't.
so.
I will hide you. Titties are for running, not for Nikki and
That's
Donna.
right.
But yeah, so I'm excited about the edge of the cliff that we're on. We're just about over the hump. It's like, it's coming.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to talk.
Imagination.
Oh yeah, I know. I love that rendition. That's the other thing too. I'm so excited to hear like
All
the
the versions
of the
yes.
songs that we're going to get, like knowing that Stuart Price was working on that with her, and what a fantastic job they did for Confessions. I'm so excited to hear just what sonically what the tour will sound like.
Same.
Yeah, what will he do with Rain? Because that's gotta be on the tour.
There's got to be some power
And
ballads
what
on this,
Stewart
right?
could do. Oh, she's gonna have some let mama sit down moments. Y'all go get a beer, like whatever. I'm getting my cut.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Yeah.
at least Live to Tell. I mean, I'd love Crazy for You.
I want
Couple-
Rain.
Rain would be
I
great.
want Rain.
Yeah, there's so many. I don't honestly, I don't know how she's going to fit everything. People are going to walk out. I
Well,
can't believe she didn't
okay.
sing this.
But maybe it'll be Taylor Swifty and it'll be different songs.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's why she has to. Like there's no rules anymore with tours. It's not like you have to do the same set list anymore. And she was doing that on Rebel Heart anyway.
Yeah.
Which was 8 years ago, by the way.
Oh Lord. Don't even tell me
it's
that.
like every day there's a new Madonna memory that pops up on my Facebook, and I'm like, oh God, was I seeing Rebel Heart 8 years
yeah.
ago?
That's nuts.
Wow.
It's
That
crazy.
is nuts.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes. In fact, in a couple of days, it's the anniversary of You Know What with
Oh
you
my
know, you know
Lord.
who. Oh, what? Oh, right. When I danced on stage with her. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh.
Don't worry, I won't bring that up with the Girly Show reunion.
Oh my God. You guys,
I danced on
also
stage with her
danced
too.
And they're all just going to do this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they won't have it. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we wanted to talk about was the fact that Pepsi has now embraced Madonna's commercial. So in honor of the 125th anniversary of Pepsi as a beverage, which in and of itself is absolutely insane to think that that soft drink has been around for that long. Who would have thought? Madonna's 1989 Like a Prayer commercial, which aired once during the Cosby Show. Was it once or twice?
Twice. The Grammys and then the Cosby Show.
Okay. I saw it during the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, just even that little promo that they did for the commercial. There was a commercial for the commercial. I remember being so excited about it. But yeah, so now they re-edited it. So it's more of just like euphoric dancing Madonna, Make a Wish, and just like enjoying the dancing and the look. And they've sort of canned the young footage of young Madonna celebrating her birthday. It's just Madonna with and I love that look.
I do
that
too.
Look, it's so it's a crime that we only got it for that commercial, and that commercial barely saw the light of day. Yeah. But it's
some paparazzi photos in like various magazines at the time.
Well, and it's also that the calendar that she did for 1990. That's that picture of her that she has as the thumbnail for the commercial that she posted on her Instagram. I love that. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, what do you think about Pepsi changing their mind after 34 years?
I mean, money talks and bull walks. So there you go. Cash that check.
I don't know. I'm still a Coke girl.
I mean, I don't drink any of it, but
Liberty has her rum and cokes when she goes to the rodeo.
Oh my God.
No, like, I mean, I have this strange, like, okay, this has nothing to do with Madonna, but I have this like theory about people who prefer Pepsi to Coke, and that it's correlated to like who likes Paul McCartney better than John Lennon.
Or like Elvis versus the Beatles.
You could even do that, yeah. But I always think that people who like Paul McCartney like Pepsi, and people who like John Lennon like Coca-Cola. And it's a weird like question I would ask. It's like this thing on TikTok I keep seeing about, like, they ask men, like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? It's just a random weird thing that I think about sometimes. Like, I have no idea where all my pop culture references come from sometimes. But I have always liked Coke better. And so when this whole thing with Pepsi happened in 1989, was it?
89.
Yeah. I mean, I thought, well, fuck Pepsi anyways. But and I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't drink it for years.
I think I was a Coke fan as well. Pepsi, I think when I drank soda back in my youth, I think Pepsi just was a little too sweet. So, but Madonna had the last laugh. She posted the Pepsi commercial. And then the next day she posted a picture of her drinking out of a can of Coca-Cola. And I thought to myself, Madonna, you are not fooling it. You do not drink soda. She did that for the picture, and then she probably just spat that out in some bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't even. They like photoshopped the fluid.
You think? Oh, I figured she just like inhaled it. She sucked up the soda just for a second. She's method. She does what's required of the role,
She drinks her rosé and her lemon drops, and that's about it.
Not during the tour. She's not drinking during the tour. She should
be.
She's rose misting and she's hydrating, and she's probably got humidifiers all over the place.
Somebody in the comments on YouTube said, Pepsi did Madonna a solid because the ad sucked and the video was art. And I'm like, you got a point. Like, yeah. I mean, the ad was what it was. It was a commercial, right?
It was cute.
I mean, it brought Vince Patterson into her universe, so we got to give it props for that.
True.
But like, the cinematography was like a murky mess. Like, even in this redo, and they've HD'd it and everything, and I'm still just like, well, beyond refusing to
It
get readers.
looked
I was
better.
like, what?
It looked better than the original version.
Oh,
I will say that. I was like, well, thank God we actually can see it clearly now. But yeah, it was not shot very well. It's not brighter.
Yeah. And that bad child actress, good riddance. Like nobody needed that. That was just, she didn't like what? Why? I don't know if any of Madonna's nieces were around yet, but like, ugh, like do better. Whatever. That was.
I just love that it's like Pepsi finally appreciates her for who she is. You know, like it took them long enough. Like,
yeah.
No, I agree.
They could have done it. I think they could have done it sooner, but I mean, whatever, they had their reasons. So, I mean, good for them that they, it's just like everybody who makes a mistake and then, apologizes, and then we forgive and we move on, and we've all grown a little from the experience. So good for Pepsi for growing. I might drink you now if I ever go to Pizza Hut or Taco Bell or
exactly.
KFC.
Also, I guess, well, plus Pat Robertson just died like a little bit ago, right? He was the last remaining of like the crazies from '89 who were like going like Don Wildman, Pat Robertson, Falwell. They were the ones who started the boycott of Pepsi and like made it a big deal to get them to cancel their sponsorship of the tour. And now they're all dead. So sorry, not sorry.
I was wondering where we were going with that. I was like, are we going to start talking about Tammy Faye?
No, she was not part of that.
She was not. She knew better.
No.
So cancel stuff has been around a long time. That's
cancel culture has been around for a long time, and the crazy right wingers invented it. So
oh my God, Madonna was constantly trying to be canceled.
Right.
We were always trying to cancel her.
Yes.
Even today, every single day, everyone would love, cancel. But she just rises. She just keeps going. She just keeps proving people wrong. And the day after,
living her life.
Post a picture with it. You know what I mean? Like she's just doing Madonna. There is no and that's always been the sort of standard. She is herself truly and thoroughly, and people must join or move on with your life. If you aren't here for it, then move on. There's nothing for you here. Just
if you can't stand the heat, then get off my street.
Well, Liberty, you're our language person, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but what did she say in the behind the scenes footage on the Confessions Tour DVD? Was it Je suis là? I am the art.
Je suis l'art.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the motto. I am the art. Yeah.
100%.
And that's why it lasts. So
exactly.
Oh my God, somebody just put something really funny in the chat. The whole controversy with Pepsi, it paid the bills for the Express Yourself video. I
totally.
That. Oh my God. See, art begat art. So there you go.
Sure.
And thank goodness. I mean, who knows? Maybe had she not gotten pissed off about the Pepsi ad, she wouldn't have spent the money on the Express Yourself video, and then we wouldn't have gotten that amazing piece of work.
Yeah, or they would have followed through with releasing Love Song.
It coulda, woulda, shoulda. You never know. Like had Pepsi not canceled the Like a Prayer tour, I mean, we might not have gotten the brilliance that was Blonde Ambition, because she might have been in a very different artistic place. So Pepsi probably did us a favor.
They probably did.
By being prudes to Madonna's art, they gave us even better art by elevating her. Oh, see, there I go freezing again. Oh,
they
were terrible.
It's terrible. Photoshop of Pepsi.
They were yet another mean daddy in her life at the time. So
Well, I guess that's all we've got for now, because like I said, Madonna, she's being very stingy with her posts. I was checking before we went on. I was like, has Madonna she done anything?
I did too.
She did post a little TikTok-y something with popular.
Oh yeah, what was that? Where she was like in her bustier and some very for those of you who are in the know, she was clearly filtered on that. She had a TikTok filter, but was she also heavily make-upped in that? It was a combination of both, right? There
eyeliner.
Was a lot of makeup and a filter.
She could have had like pretty the Pretty Lashes. There's so many different ones that even
I
I
know. I didn't know which one she was on.
You guys
she
have
looked
to tell
amazing.
me when there's TikTok. I have no idea.
Oh, I
Yeah.
reposted it on the story.
I don't watch that stuff. Oh
I
my
thought
God.
she looked great.
And it's also what everybody's obsessed with on TikTok is these sped up versions of songs. It was a little bit faster.
Right here. I don't know if you can see. There's
yes. That's so creepy. It's like, hi, Madonna. Yeah, there's
Oh,
definitely
that's
extra
like the
filter on that.
same bustier she's been wearing
Yeah.
all rehearsals.
She never takes it off. She sleeps in it.
I bet it stinks.
Definitely.
That's her
I'd still wear
rehearsal.
She has a new one
bustier.
every day.
It's her rehearsal. Oh, totally.
Oh
She's
my
not...
God. That would be the life.
Yeah, but I don't think so though. She's very like conservative with her money. She's not going to be out buying like.
Before we go, since we're still under an hour, I have a question because you said something earlier about Girly Show being a tour that we did not get any behind the scenes on, which is part of the draw of doing like the special next Monday. And I was trying to think, did we get, I remember MTV had behind the scenes of the Virgin tour. And obviously we got Blonde and we got Truth or Dare, and we got, there's behind the scenes on the VHS and DVDs for Drowned World and Confessions. And then we got the documentary off of Reinvention.
Right.
Was there behind the scenes for, oh yeah, she posted on her YouTube channel, the behind the scenes for Rebel Heart. So
are you asking, have we ever gotten behind the scenes?
Is Girly Show the only tour that we got? Did we get behind the scenes for Who's That Girl at all?
I don't know on that.
Somebody's saying HBO did a behind in the chat. Someone's saying HBO had a behind the scenes for Girly Show. I know they did for Drowned World, and it made it on to the, well, part of it made it onto the VHS. Wow, would this be the only, oh wow. I mean, it really only counts for the like sort of internet social media tours.
Yeah. Because now it's just too easy. Everyone's got a phone.
Oh yeah. But it's like interesting that there's nothing behind the scenes. Well,
I mean, look, I remember when after Truth or Dare, and then when she went on tour with Girly Show, I just assumed that that's what Madonna was going to do then for every tour. Like after Truth or Dare, I just assumed Girly Show was going to get its own movie. And then it did. And I was like, wait, why didn't we get a documentary like Truth or Dare? Like, I just thought that was Madonna's thing.
Yeah.
So I was sad that we didn't get a documentary.
Well,
yeah, it could live somewhere in the archives, the footage that may have been recorded then. I really doubt that nobody took any. Just, I'm thinking there's definitely somebody's got some.
It's in the vault.
Yeah, to be released later.
Well, I mean, so the show next week then also gets it's not just an anniversary special or retrospective, but it's an opportunity to sort of like have an official record for their time. And
totally. Yeah. It's fun.
That'll be nice to have.
It's fun to think that it's like, it's the group of them and not just like a solo interview.
Well, that's something to ask them too, right? Were there cameras? Do you remember like if there was filming? I mean, it also had possibly, coming right after Truth or Dare, and then all of the legal stuff that happened after Truth or Dare may have like, we'll just, maybe
she probably didn't want to do it. She was probably just fed up with it after Truth or Dare. She's like, I don't want cameras.
Well, but also it was such a show, right? Like what we were talking about earlier with like how happy they were and how fun the show was and just like the whole energy of it. It was like, let's just get out here and do it.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then all the joking that she made about the cameras in the actual recording of it and like the snot in her nose and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Well, I guess that's our show for today, everybody. Thanks for stopping by this live. It's always fun to wing it on YouTube. Remember, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at MLVC Podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss a video. You can also donate to the podcast. We're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. Liberty Ben, thanks so much for joining us. And I guess the next time we all see each other, we'll be revisiting the Girly Show.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
So get your ticket, everybody.
Yeah. Make sure to get
buy
that
your
ticket.
tickets. Get your tickets.
If you don't know where, just send me a little DM. Slide up in my
No, don't
DM.
ask for that. Dude. Don't.
I already get so many anyway.
Link in our bio.
There you
Yeah,
go. Link in the
Link in
bio.
bio.
No
Yes.
DMs.
No.
Mhm.
All right,
Slide
everybody.
into my DM, I'll ignore you.
Don't
Just
say
kidding. I would
that.
never do that.
DM doesn't mean dirty message, Liberty. It means direct
It's just that I don't have time to answer. Most of the time I'm like, I get something and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I see it, and then I'm like, oh, but now I've got teaching. So
What's this? What's this expiring photo? Oh my.
oh yeah.
Wait, they still do
Eggplant
that?
pictures.
Oh my God.
Is that Ben on a run?
Oh, that's just earthquake footage.
You're crazy.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. Oh wait, no, sorry. I was just about to end the meeting. I have to